Hey, what's up, guys? Sorry I'm late, and sorry I didn't have the live stream already scheduled. I thought I did that after last week's stream, but apparently I didn't. So I do apologize. We probably won't get too many people coming in just because I definitely forgot. So hopefully notifications are coming out because nobody got to sign up for this live stream to be notified ahead of time. So anyway, yeah. So welcome to the weekly live stream Q&A. Again, I do apologize for not getting the notification out to you sooner. And yeah, so if we get some people to show up, then we'll get started. I'm actually, while we're waiting, I'm going to pull up my other screen just so I have the chat that comes in a little bit sooner. Let me pull that up right now. My
Turn the
other
volume down
screen,
here.
just so I.
And
What's up, guys? Welcome. Hey, sorry about this, guys. Sorry I'm late. Let me pull up the chat. I am all over the place today. There we go. Hey, what's up, guys? Is it Thursday already? Yeah, it's Thursday, man. It's been a week. I got to go back to the doctor's tomorrow at 8 a.m. I got to drive all the way to Lebanon, 45 minutes away if, people aren't messing around. So, there, I got the notification. Sweet. What's up, guys? So, yeah, I got another doctor's visit tomorrow. I'm having some issues with the surgery, so I have to go in and they're going to do some stuff. So, yeah, welcome to the Thursday. But, yeah, if you guys want to go ahead and start putting questions in, that's fine. If not, if you guys want me to talk about something in particular, I'm out for that. I'm going to try to go for like 30 minutes or so because I have a ton of work that I got to get done. And I got to get it done. So I mean, I don't have any choice at this point. I don't have a choice. I just gotta do it. But yeah, I actually made a live stream. What's up, Kyle? So I do have both of my chats up. So if I answer something before it pops up on your end, or at least, and I guess, wait, no, never mind. It does pop up. I got the chat that you guys see, and then I got my chat, which is delayed by like 45 seconds. So I can see your guys' stuff a little bit sooner. So hopefully I can take care of that. What's up, guys? Let's see what we got here. Hi, Travis. I like your picture there. That's nice. Hey, Travis. My QT tank crash killed my clownfish because of salinity. What do you mean? Did you attempt to do like hyposalinity or something? Is that why it no notice today? Yeah, Bill. I'm sorry, man. I didn't put out the notification. I apologize. I will make sure that that's up when we end this stream. But so what'd you do, man? Did you try hyposalinity? Because going down in hyposalinity is relatively easy. You can go, I wouldn't say stupid quickly, but you can go pretty quickly going down. It's the coming up part back to, back from what was it, 1.0 009 or something like that. I forgot what hypo is exactly, but then coming up to 1.025, you got to go slow over a week or two. That way you don't end up bursting the swim bladder and killing the fish. So I don't know. You can give me some more details if you want, but sucks that you killed your fish, man. Let's see what we got here. Hey, Travis, how would what's up, Reggie? Oh, I remember the name. Travis, how would you go about changing out rock? My macro rock has been a headache the past year. You're not the only person to say that to me. I've gotten that complaint on emails several times. Actually, somebody I worked with who had that rock, and then they rebuilt the entire system with new rock because it was leaching some stuff. So I don't know if it's the same rock or whatever. I won't put any brands out there exactly. All where they got it from and stuff because I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus. But yeah, the best way to do it. So it depends on how your aquascape is. If you have something like I do, where it's kind of glued together and it's everything's kind of if you remove one section, it might make the tower off balance and it might tip over. Then yeah, you might have some issues with that. You might have to pull out the whole section. But if you just have it laying in there or just kind of sitting on top of each other, then you can just pull it out piece by piece and slowly putting some new stuff if you want to change that stuff over. Or you can go ahead and get all the new rock that you want and you can cure that stuff for a few months, get it nice and ready to go, and then transition all the rock at one time. But if you do that, make sure you cut back on your feeding and just kind of be mindful of the the beneficial bacteria. Of course, it's going to take a little bit of time. You might want to put your light schedule down a little bit. That way you don't have nutrients not being processed efficiently. You might get some excess nutrients for a little bit there. But yeah, so it depends on your rockscape, man. Whatever works for you, as in not being able to, whatever's not going to jeopardize the tank, whatever's not going to fall over, and budget wise and all that good stuff. So let me see here. Caleb, power went out here in Texas again last night. Got to use the generator I bought after the ice storm. Yeah, well, I bet you're happy you got that generator. I'll tell you right now, I have the two generators. I have the one that doesn't have the inverter, and then I have the one that does. And of course, there's a significant price difference between the two. But uh, I will say right now, the fact that I have the inverter generator, and if the power goes out, I just have to plug in one cord, and I can power the essentials for the fish room is amazing. It's a great feeling to have. And then hopefully in the next build, I'll be able to just have the diesel generator kick on automatically when the power goes out and just run the whole house. So that's my next step up. That way I can go on vacation and go camping and do all the things. I dropped my phone 1 second. And do all the things that normal people do and not have to worry about my fish tank. So yeah. But yeah, I bet it feels good to have the generator, because when they had those storms, what, in Florida? Was it Florida? I don't know. Maybe it was. Maybe it was Texas. I don't know. I think it was last year or the year before. These people didn't have power for weeks, and then you just saw all over the forums people's tanks gone. I mean, it was awful. So I hate to see that, because you think we spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, depending. I know, Caleb, I know you got a lot of money in your setup. We did the whole video on your on your setup, man. So we know you got money in that thing. And what's a decent generator is probably what, between 700 and maybe $1,500, right? The inverter style. And you got to think of all the investment you have in your reef tank. If you don't have a generator and that shit goes out, you just watching it die. It's very unpleasant. And I've experienced it myself. Thank God I didn't have a ton of money into the setup at that time, but it's still pretty hard to deal with. So anyway, I did a water change, and stupid me didn't check the salinity after I added the water. Checked it, and it was at 1.3. Ooh, damn. So was it at normal 1.025, and then it went up to 1.032? I mean, that's a pretty big jump. Yeah, that's definitely swim bladder issues right there, depending on the size of your QT tank. But yeah, if it went up to that, that's pretty rough, man. I would say at this point, sorry for your loss, sorry for the dent in your wallet, but take it as a lesson learned, and just make better decisions in the future. Double check some stuff, man. You should be good. And my CO2 media didn't change color in this batch either. Did you find a brand that does? To be honest with you, I haven't even changed out that CO2 that died a week ago. I haven't, man. Like with the surgery stuff going on, and then just life in general, I have not been able to do anything productive. If I didn't have the Trident right now, I'd be in some serious crap. I mean, that thing right now is just telling me the basics of the tank. And I'm sorry, my washer's going right now. Hopefully you guys can't hear it, but yeah, so I should probably shut the door. Let me know if you guys can hear it in the background. If you can hear it, let me know. I will shut the door. It's pretty loud. It's getting in its annoying phase. But yeah, so I haven't changed the media out yet, and I haven't looked. I know you guys sent me a bunch of links in that video to some CO2 media that you recommended, like the local diving shops and some stuff on Amazon. So I appreciate that, but I haven't checked anything yet. So yeah, I don't know. I like the CO2 scrubber. It's pretty cool when it works, but I guess if I could keep up with changing the media and it didn't cost me a bunch of money, it might be worth having. But again, the Niles Quantum 300 uses a lot of air. So let's see. Gotta yawn real quick, guys. Anyways, let's see here. Hey, Travis, I'm trying to bring my nutrients up from an NO3 of 0, PO4 of 0.07 with dosing Neo Nitro. I brought it up to NO3 to 5 to 10 and PO4 0.07, and that's causing my purple stylo Monty stress. Thoughts? Well, problem one, you're not using my nitrates and phosphate supplement, and you're asking for questions. No, I'm just kidding, dude. I don't really care. So you're getting stress from increasing your nutrients. Well, 5 to 10. I mean, ideally you want to be between 3 to 5 NO3. I don't think it's going to cause it any additional stress. I mean, you're not getting algae. I can't imagine you're getting any kind of algae growth with those numbers. That would be really the only thing that would cause any stress to corals. But I would say with them getting the excess nutrients, they're probably feeding more. I mean, your pulp extension, do you think that are they just sucking in more? Are they, are they closed up all the time? I kind of need a little bit more information, but I don't think getting your nutrients where they should be from zero is going to cause any stress. If anything, it's going to help the coral. Given it's something that it's not used to, that could be what it is. Maybe if your coral's been in near zero numbers for so long, and then it finally gets into an environment that's healthy, maybe it's so used to being treated like shit that it it can't accept a good life if you gave it to them. Oh, here we go, man. We're gonna be moving into life lessons today. When no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it, Andrea. I'm not doing it. When you live in shit and then somebody takes, never mind. Nope. Moving on. Thanks for the question though. I think it's fine. Give it time. Keep it consistent. Anyway, my return pump power wire disconnected in the tank and kill my 2 purple tangs and all my other fishies. Hey, go electron. Damn. That sucks, man. I'm glad. Well, I feel bad for your fish, but I'm glad you didn't get jacked up. I don't know who you are, but based that you're a reef god, I mean, you must be somebody important. You got a YouTube channel? Oh man, I'm telling you, this is gonna be oh god. Keep up the life lessons. If you guys haven't seen today's life lesson, head over to my Instagram. I posted it. It's very, very informative. I got plenty more, man. You should see tomorrow's. Tomorrow's gonna be real good. I promise you that. Anyway, yeah, I'm glad that you didn't get messed up, but my return pump wire disconnected in the tank. I'm trying to figure out how that happened in the first place. Is it like one of those push connect Jabo wires and it stayed in the tank? That's the only thing I could think of. Are you pulling a Caleb and keeping your pump wires connections under the tank, under the water all the time? Yeah. If you haven't seen what I'm talking about, head over to my second Roast My Reef. That's all you need to know, buddy. Anyway, moving on. Sorry about that, though. Okay, fish acclimation has always been a mastery to me. These are creatures that can withstand freshwater dips, yet suddenly a different salinity could stress out a fish and point to it dies. Thoughts? Well, okay, so the freshwater stuff, it's like I mentioned before, the going down in salinity really isn't an issue. Okay, it's the going up. It's because it's kind of like when we dive as humans, we're diving into, we're diving down. And it's the going down part is fine, right? It's the coming up, being able to regulate all that in our body. I don't know all the technical terms because I'm a freaking idiot, but you know what I'm saying. It's the coming up part that needs to take its time because it could kill you. It's the same thing when it comes to the fish. I mean, it's obviously a little different than diving, fucking 1,000 meters down or whatever it is down into the water. But when you drop a fish into hyposalinity, you can do it relatively quickly. Same thing with a freshwater dip. They put them in freshwater. And that's essentially they do that to shock the parasites so the parasites expel from the body of the fish. That's the whole point of it. Now, if you were to, go from hyposalinity and then straight up to like 1.025 in one day, or even to his case, he got up to, he even went higher to 1.033 or something like that. Their swim bladders can't adjust from being in that hyposalinity if they've been there for a little while back to their normal salinity without causing issues. So yeah, hopefully that answers the question. If that was a question, yeah, it kind of was a question, but yeah, I hope that makes sense. And if it doesn't, then I was probably wrong, and then you probably shouldn't be here listening to me because I'm, talking out my ass over here. Whatever happened to what have that ever happened to anyone? Well, it would have happened to Caleb if I didn't make that video. So. Okay, Caleb here. Speaking of the devil, mine is an inverter that can run on propane and gasoline. That's pretty cool. But the whole home would be dope. Yeah, the entire homes, depending on the square foot and what you got running. I got a quote for what I was thinking about, and they said about $6,500 installed for one of those generators. That's putting it where it needs to be, the cement platform, putting the generator on there, tying in the fuel for the diesel. I think I'm going to do diesel. We'll see what's cheaper at the time, whatever gas prices are, and then wiring it to the house. So I guess it just goes directly to the breaker box, and kicks on when it senses that there is no power. So yep, about $6,500, and again, that's depending on how big your house is. But yeah, a lot of people have them. I had some clients that had them, and it was good. It was a good thing. Travis, thanks for that tip. I really appreciate it. Hey, no problem. Good beginning SPS besides Montipora. Pretty much any Stylophora, Hydnophora, an easy beginner SPS that a lot of people probably don't think, and which I find it is. And I actually figured out the name of it. So you guys know that I've been saying the purple and green staghorn. It's actually an ATL blue clover. I finally got the name from the guy that I bought it from. That is actually a really easy acropora to grow. every person I ever sold to, as long as it didn't get destroyed by UPS on the way to them, it's always grown for them. And I've never had any complaints. At least no one's said anything. So acro wise, I would say that staghorn, the green slimer is really, really hardy as well. And bird's nest is an easy beginner SPS. Again, fire digi. Let's see what else here. Yeah, I'm pretty much any encrusting SPS is fine. Encrusting Montipora. But yeah, hopefully that answers your question. I just invested into an Apex. I love it so much, better than GHL. Well, I never used GHL, and Apex is definitely worth the money for sure. I would not run my system without one. Travis, what livestock fish cleanup crew would you consider the best at keeping the sand clean, sifted white? Well, I know a lot of people use the Nacerius snails. Is that what they're called? The ones that bury themselves and have the little tubes that stick up. You guys should see me over here. I'm literally doing a unicorn with my finger, like the little tubes that stick up. But anyway, someday, yeah. So sand sifting sea stars are always pretty good. I believe somebody said conchs were pretty good for that. You guys, I don't have a lot of sand. I mean, I have sand in some tanks, but I just don't do sand too often. But yeah, I guess anything that kind of thrives and lives within the sand, like gobies and stuff like that naturally clean the sand, then yeah, that would be ideal for that. So yeah, just find anything that essentially lives near the sand bed. Or sorry, yeah, there we go. She put it in there. But yeah, pretty good. Not sure if you know the answer. I called my local fish store and asked if I could put a cherub angel. Okay, so it said angel in the 29-gallon bio cube, and they said yes. What are your favorite thoughts? Okay, let me Google it. Let me see what the hell this thing is first, and then I'll give you an idea here in about 30 seconds. Let me just look at some specs on it, and I'll tell you right. Okay, I'm gonna put fish at the end of that because that was not. Okay. I have aquarium. Let's see what they say here. I just dropped my phone again. Okay, so it's about $50, $55. So it's a pretty good price for an angel. It's pretty cool looking. 3-inch max size. Okay. And then what was the question? If I, in my 29-gallon BioCube, and they said yes. So 3-inch max size, 55 gallons minimum. Okay, listen, it's a 3-inch fish. If you feel comfortable with a 3-inch fish in a BioCube, which by all means I don't think is a big deal, I wouldn't put more than one in there. And it says minimum. It says a minimum tank size 55 gallons. What's the BioCube's like 30 gallons? So you're a little off from what they recommend, but I mean, it's not really reef safe. So be careful what corals you put in there. But the fact that it only gets 3 inches, I mean, that's not shit. That's nothing, man. I mean, for a BioCube, I mean, I've had fish bigger than a BioCube. But I would say if it gets aggressive or starts really chowing down on corals and stuff, he's probably not happy. So you might want to consider relocating him. But it's a relatively small fish and it's pretty cheap too. So, I mean, if you like it, give it a shot. I mean, again, it's not like it's going to get like a regular emperor angel where it's going to get massive and blow the, it's going to be unhappy. I mean, a 3-inch fish in a BioCube isn't really anything. I wouldn't sweat it. So, I still need to send my skimmer lid. Yeah. Did you order a custom one, Caleb? I don't remember seeing your order. You might have. I don't think so. Oh, by the way, guys, I fixed my website today, and if you're probably getting a ton of emails. If you ever went to the cart with something, you probably got an email for it, and I apologize because I test my own product sometimes, and I have 38 emails from my website today. So I'm sorry for anybody who is getting blown up by my website. I apologize. Yeah, I'm sorry. Anyways, Travis, I have 2 clownfish I've had for a year, very healthy, no signs of parasites or any problems. I have a new tank I want to transfer them to as the first fish, but oh shit, let me reread that. Travis, I have 2 clownfish I've had for a year, very healthy, no signs of parasites or any problems. I have a new tank I want to transfer them to as the first fish, but not sure without quarantine. Okay, well, listen, the rule of thumb is if you want a fish to touch your tank or a tank in general with fish that are either already quarantined or the tank is established and you don't want to take it apart, you better quarantine those fish. That's it. Right now, nothing touches my system without being quarantined fish wise, and that's just the way it is. It just doesn't happen. The risks aren't worth it. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Hopefully, answers your question. Yeah. Yeah, you have no idea. To do keep up with the life lessons. Okay. Hey Travis, how do I color corals up better? I got some SPS and they aren't brown. They aren't brown, but don't look like when I got them in the three castles. Okay, so they look better when you got them. So that means when you put them in your tank, whatever's going on in there is not ideal. Can you guys hear me okay? Because my mic is actually turned around the wrong way. Let me fix this here. Man, my shit is all over the place today. Lord help me. Okay, so if the color was better when you got it, then you must have something awful in your tank. No, I'm just playing. Okay, so when it comes to coral coloration with SPS, there's three main things. You got your lighting, you got your nutrients, and you got your stability of your water parameters. Okay, so you can go through that one by one. All right, so your lighting, it'd be ideally you want to see if you want them to be like they were in the previous tank, you want to figure out what kind of par they are at originally. If you don't know that, then be safe with the standard 250 to 350, 450 ish kind of par range. Granted, I know Kessels, they don't really go by par, they go by spectrum per se, but I said per se like one of those. Oh man, did I really say per se? Phew, I take that back. I fully take that word back, 100%. Anyway, just try to imitate what they had before. But if you're testing par and stuff, try to stay between the 250 to 450-ish range. And that's kind of where SPS like to be. And again, that's a rough range. And then you're going to want to look at your nutrients. Since they're turning brown in your tank, a good indication of browning corals is that you have excess nutrients. So and vice versa. If you don't really have a lot of nutrients, corals tend to be more pale, white color, just faded in general. But if they're darker or brown, it usually means you have excess nutrients. So I would double check your nitrates and phosphates and see where you're at. If you're out of the range of 3 to 5 ppm of NO3, then you're a little high. If you're out of the range of 0.07 to 0.15 of PP4, PO4, then you're a little out of the range. But you know there's different fluctuations. I mean, you can be a little high and be fine. But if you're really high, when it comes to those ranges, then that's probably why your coral's a little darker. And the next thing is your water parameters, stability wise. Make sure you're not getting major fluctuations in your alkalinity. I'm saying if you're going from like 8.5 to 8.6 or 7 in a day, I mean that's fine. But if you're going from 8.5 to 10 or 9.5 in one day, it's a little much. I mean, it's nothing crazy, but it could impact the coral itself, at least until it acclimates completely to your system. And then understand if you haven't had the coral for a long time, a lot of corals when they come in, they they seem to be fine, and then they just kind of get shocked by the system, and then they darken up or pale out a little bit, and then they come back. So there's different things. So I know I threw out a lot there. I don't remember everything I said, but hopefully it was good advice. Moving down. Travis, what pH probe are you using with your Apex? I'm using the lab grade pH probe. Question came up here. Hey, does Fisher Hex ship to Canada, brah? No, he does not. Not at the moment. I want to ship outside the United States. If I shipped outside the United States, my income would double easily. But I don't know how to ship outside the United States, and I haven't been able to figure it out with Shopify. I just haven't. If one of you jokers knows how to ship through Shopify outside the United States without causing me a ton of paperwork, then email me. I'd be more than happy to learn from you. I'll give you a little consulting fee. I don't care. If you could teach me how to do it, fine, because I'll tell you right now, if I could ship outside the United States, this shit would be popping, because I get more requests for stuff outside the United States than anything else. So I won't be mad. Okay. So for all you gurus out there, let me know. Anyways, Travis, sorry, this might sound very basic. I've been reefing for a year, but never got a straight answer to this. What role do the following play? Okay, cool. Okay, there's more here. I'm like, what the fuck? Nitrates, nitrites, pH. Okay, so this pH is not attached to those first two, but let's explain it. So there is a nitrogen cycle. Okay, when a fish takes a poop or pee, I think they pee. Do fish pee? Or do they just gills? I don't know if fish pee. I don't know if fish have penises. I don't even care. We don't need to talk about it. If anybody knows, let me know if fish has penis. Anyway, I got distracted. Okay. So there's a nitrogen cycle. So a fish will go to the bathroom, okay, whatever it might be, that will turn into ammonia. that ammonia, there's a bacteria that comes in that breaks down the ammonia into nitrites. That is the very first step. Okay. And then a secondary bacteria will come in and take those nitrites and then convert them to a safer, non-toxic form of it called nitrates. At that point, we're left with nitrates and phosphates when things get broken down. And that's what we either remove during water changes, or our corals use it up, stuff like that. Okay. So, anyways, so that's what the relationship between nitrates and phosphates is. Now, when it comes to pH, how do I explain this without going down the rabbit hole of all the technical terms? Okay, so pH is, to make it simple, is a result of your total alkalinity in the tank and the amount of CO2 in the water. Okay, so that's why people are always talking about putting your power heads to the surface to help break up the surface of the water. That way, it expels some of the CO2 gases that increases the pH. That's why they're talking about bringing in fresh air and circulating it to put fresh air in to help get the CO2 out. That's why we use Chaeto to grow, because plants use CO2 to grow, in turn eliminating some of the CO2, increasing the pH. So that's the relationship with pH and the tank there. Now, pH is one of those things that the entire ecosystem it's just like with humans. We have a certain pH we got to keep as well. And I really don't want to go down the rabbit hole, because this is going to get stupid confusing. Just know that let's make it simple. Okay, I don't know how to make it simple. Don't worry about pH right now, dude. Just do whatever you can to make it good. If you want to know what that is, watch more of my videos. Just try to, don't worry about it too much. Just leave it at that, because I really don't want to go down that rabbit hole. And I apologize. I know you're looking for a straight answer, but we ain't got that kind of time. Okay. And I don't mean to be rude or anything like that. Yeah, let's see what the other one is. Especially in the reef setting with corals, etc. Efficient only tank. Yeah. Okay. So when it comes to the first two, like nitrates and phosphates, just make sure your tank is cycled. If you're seeing nitrates on a test kit, that's not a good thing. That means that you probably have ammonia on there, or you added too many fish, or your cycle's not where it should be. So you should never see nitrates on the test kit. You should only see You should never see nitrites. You should only see nitrates. Okay. So hopefully that gives you an answer. Again, I apologize for going off the rails there. What happened to show your face on these streams? Yeah, I'm getting around to it. Getting around to it, man. I got my own internal demons, Caleb. I got my own stuff to deal with, man. No, I don't know. You guys don't need to be looking at me. I'm really nothing special. Trust me, you're not missing anything. You're better off seeing Big Bertha's ass on the screen than me. You trust me, you're not missing anything. Don't do sand sifting stars. It'll consume and strip your beneficial bacteria. Okay, there you go. She has them, but she has a harlequin shrimp that eats them now. So, how often do you calibrate your Apex probe? I try to do it every 6 months, ideally. But they say yearly is pretty common. What power heads are you using in the tank on the screen? What's a good cheap power head, or should I save for the MP10 MP40s? Okay, so I'm using Jabos in this tank, and I'm still using them now. They are a cheap power head. Are they good? I wouldn't say so. If they made a bigger Nero 5, I think they're gonna at some point, maybe. I don't know. If they made a bigger one, like maybe a Nero 10, I'll take a Nero 10. But either way, Jabos are on the screen. I've had a lot of them die. I recommend them if you're just starting out and you're on a budget, but understand that they're probably not going to last that long. And I've replaced a lot of them, and I just refuse to at this point. But power heads die in my tank. I just don't have a power head. That's where I'm at now. Just because I'm not buying them. I'm not adding anything to this tank until we rebuild. That's just kind of how it is. Yeah, I have Neros in my frag tank, so I use those right there because the Jabos died. Shipped to Canada. We already went through that. Can somebody recommend a good UV sterilizer? Aqua UV. It's a little extra money, but that shit rocks, though. It's good. It's good. Let's see here. Man, we're already half an hour in. Man, this went quick. You'd be surprised how much you talk in a half an hour. Can you ship your coral overseas with my drugs? I can ship your corals with my drugs. Yeah, bro. Not getting part of that. I appreciate it, but I'm not doing that shit. Aqua Ultraviolet, a good brand UV. It's Alcatronic just as good as the Trident. I haven't used Alcatronic. I haven't used it. I've only used the Trident. I can't give you a comparison. I'm sorry. I don't know. I do not know. If he shows his face, I'm screen shooting it for the spank bang. Yeah, I mean, you do what you got to do, man. You should. Yeah, my DMs have been worse than that. Fuck, that's all right, man. Listen, you guys do and fuck whoever you want to fuck. I don't care. Anyways, Travis, I've been slowly raising my nitrates, and I'm pretty sure your green and purple stag has turned green and blue in my tank. Looks really cool. It's growing like crazy. I will say, when it comes to that staghorn, if it gets closer to the top with a little bit more lighting, it will turn bluish color in the tips. If it's down a little bit lower, it's more purple. So it might just be the way it is with the lighting. But yeah, I'm a big fan of that ATL blue clover. That's what the official name is on it. It's really one of my favorite stags. Just how fast it grows, it's mind-boggling. I've never had an acro, and you can see in the video here, there's two massive colonies of that stuff. One in the middle left and one in the middle right. I mean, that stuff, it's insane how fast it grows. Actually, I think I lowered the price on it. Did we do a promo? Andrea, did I tell you if I was doing a promo code for this video? Let me see. I might have made one already. Let me check. I'm trying to think here. I cut a bunch. I don't know if I should do that. Yeah. Let me see what I got here. We did master. You guys lit up the master jacket from last week and 30%. Yuck. I did not set one up this week. Let's see if we get let me go back to the screen here. If we get a decent more questions in, I'll probably throw a promo code out in like 15 minutes. We'll do that. I don't know. You guys come up with a good name. And what we'll do is we'll do a random generator a random number generator to pick the percentage. That way, because I like doing this because it helps you guys out that are between 0% and 50. Man, I'm gonna regret that. So we'll come back to that in a minute. But a lot of you guys who buy from me are the ones that are always in the stream. So shit, if it helps you out, works for me. And plus, you know what we got to do today too? Andrew, you didn't remind me. We got to do the $300 gift card giveaway today. How did I forget that? Let me, man, how did I forget that? I got to get over to my Shopify and pull up the orders. How did I forget that? Damn, give me a second, guys. Give me a wait. I got to go and pick out the, damn, son. Let me get my piece of paper here. Totally missed that. Well, one of you jokers about to make $300. Oh, give me a second. What month are we in? We're in May, right? May, right? Yeah, let me get back here to May. Damn, let me get over here. So the first order started is 4,842. Okay. And let me get back to the beginning here. I forgot all about that. Damn. So I'm assisting you are, Home Slice. Okay. When did the month end? It ended on Monday. So here we go. So the last order was 4,996. So we're going to do that right now because I don't want to wait too long. So let me go over here and pull up the screen. So our starting number is 4,842. Our ending number is 4,996. So I'm going to click this, and if your number pops up, you're going to win a $300 gift card to the website. All you got to do is all you have to do is email me and say, hey, I won, bro. Here's my order number. And we'll go from there. So let me hit generate. 4,870. 4,870. Let me go ahead and pull that up. Christina, congratulations from Ohio. Fish code fish penis. That's the discount code, Andrea. Fine, fish penis. Congratulations for your $300 gift card. Feel free to email me and be like, hey, I think I won. And then I will send you your $300 gift card. And you bought NO3 and PO4. So if you want to buy that again, you got yourself a lot of NO3 and PO4. So anyways, yeah, appreciate that. Appreciate the support on that. And guys, this month, I mean, I will put a I'm going to put this out after. If you after this stream, I'm going to put up a poll on the on YouTube of this month's giveaway. So we'll do some, I'll put up a few different things, and you guys vote on what you want for this month, and then we'll do that. Just to kind of mix it up, because I've done apexes, I've done coral, I've done money. I mean, we'll see. Poll after stream, so I'm gonna do that, and then of course we're gonna do the here in a few minutes. We're gonna do the random number generator. Let me pull up the other screen. Damn, son, I'm getting mixed up here. I got two screens rolling, messing this shit up, and talking to myself. We'll do the between 0% and 50% for this 24-hour giveaway, or whatever the hell it is, discount. Anyway, so in the discount code will be fish penis. So, are you going to Reefapalooza New York? I am going. I'm probably going to order the tickets tonight, maybe. And I'm probably going to do the VIP because I wanted to go to all the sessions, and it's just a little bit more. I think it comes out to an extra $100 or something. And yeah, so I'm probably going to do that. Question is, PLA, is it reef safe? Yes and no. It is to a certain extent, but I would not use it for long term. If you want to put a couple things in there for a few days, yeah, you're good. But if you're going to put it in there consistently, or like frag plugs and stuff like that, or egg crate holders, and I would not do that. You want to use PETG for reef tanks. Okay. Yep. Oh, so far Kessel versus Ecotech. I like both. I do have a soft spot for Kessel, just because the shimmer, it's really nice on that big tub. I'm telling you guys, I was thinking about doing a whole bunch of tanks in the new build, but I'm thinking about doing one massive peninsula tank downstairs, putting the 300 upstairs, and then using these tubs. It would save me a ton of money, and they're really good to work in. Granted, I would make this one a little bit taller, just because that way I don't have to bend over so much. I don't get my tits in the tank. That's always frustrating when your tits get all wet. So yeah, I'll have to make that adjustment on the next build. Travis, Kessel or AI? Kessel for sure on that one. I've grown good stuff on that all the time. What is there anything that eats cyanobacteria? Nope. Good maintenance eats cyanobacteria. No, there's nothing that eats it. Nope. So you're gonna have to remove that manually. I know that what's that stuff? ChemiClean works for cyanobacteria. I will admit ChemiClean does work, but it's only a band-aid solution. You still have to fix. You got to fix the problem, the source. Yep. What's your opinion on the Hydra 32? I've never used it. I don't have an opinion. I do know somebody who has a couple of them, and they like them, and they grow SPS. So that's about all I can give you on that. But I've never used them. My lights experience has been T5s, LED strips through Reef Bright. I've used Reef. I've used the ship boxes, the Chinese ones, and I've used the SP Reef lights, Ecotech, and Kessel. Outside of that, and AI for one of my small tanks. But outside of that, I haven't used any of these other brands. Good luck remembering that when asking a question. But just a heads up. Hey man, yeah man. Who needs packing peanuts when you can pack your corals with Coke? Sometimes I wish that I could read ahead before I say something, because then I'm not at the end going, "That's true. That's true." Code name overseas shipping. Telling you, when you guys help figure out how to ship overseas, it's gonna happen, man. I'll do it. It's on my list. It's been on my list for a while. There's just hurdles that you got to jump through, and it's different for every country. And being a one-man show, I can barely keep up with this country, and I couldn't even only imagine if the orders doubled with just me. I don't know. I'd be thankful for it. Don't get me wrong. I would be very thankful for it. I just have to I'd have to make some big adjustments. And my life right now it's been one heck of an adjustment. So it's in the future, I promise. Typical turnaround time on core orders is about a week right now, give or take. Cut to order. If you order anything cut to order, that coral has to heal. So that's 2 weeks minimum for that. And so if you order a bunch of corals that are not cut to order, and then you get one that whole order is going to wait until that one coral's done. But right now, Monday is my next big ship day, and I won't have any core orders after that. So anything that comes in between now and Monday, shipping Monday. That's it. It's going out Monday. I have my helper over on Mondays, and we slam orders real hard. So anything that comes in between now and Monday is going out Monday. That's it. I got kind of messed up with the holiday this week, and surgery and not being able to walk and yeah, just all other things. But other than that, yeah, everything will go out Monday. Travis, are powder blue tangs really difficult? I see you got one. Yeah, blue here I got from Scott from Roscoe's Reef. This powder blue is a great fish, but he is an asshole to everybody. He's awesome. He's not difficult unless personality wise. Yeah, he's difficult that way, but other than that, he's a great fish. He's cool looking, but he's a dink through and through. And I hope Scott gets a tank so he can take him back someday. Because he ain't staying with me forever, man. He's moving out. Just like Big Bertha, she's moving out too. Let me see here. Let me move down here. Discount code. Now we're doing fish penis. Okay, speaking of that, let's go over and do the discount code random percentage. So we're going from between 0% and 50%, and that's what the discount code of fish penis is going to be. 21%. I don't know. That seems kind of low. How about we'll do the highest 2 out of 3. Highest, we'll do 3 rows and then the highest out of the 3 because I think 20% is kind of low. So 15. Okay, so it is 21%. 21% is what it is today. Okay, we're gonna go up to 25 because I'm feeling generous because that seems kind of low. I already give away 5%, so I don't know. More 25% is pretty good. I think I'm gonna do 25%. That's still a lot. I mean, that's still a lot, man. If I was selling drugs, that would be a lot. I'm just saying. You know, if I was a drug dealer, I'd be like, yo, 25% off. Dude, cutting into my bottom line. No. Okay, so the code, what is it called? Fish penis? Yeah, of course it is. Let me get that over here. I was going to move it to the other screen, but I don't think you guys need to be seeing that information. Oh, Andrea, thank you for the inspiration. We're going to do a capital P. I don't think it matters. And we're going to do a fixed percentage of 25. And it's going to be on all products except for lights. Not going to, if you order something with lights with 25% off, I'm going to return that order because it can't be with lights. There's MAP pricing on that stuff. And it's limited. There's no limits on it. Doesn't matter how many times you use it. It's good until we'll do Saturday at midnight. I think that's generous. I think that's good enough. 12:30 p.m. So it's good until Saturday until 12:30 p.m. So I will. Boo, 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 boo. There we go. Saved. You're welcome. Okay. And yeah, that's just to say, I do that, guys, just to say thank you for the support. You guys watching the video, if you made it this far and you happen to want to support the channel, you're going to save 25%. So I'm going to send that over now. I put that in the chat. Let me pull up my screen and we're going to continue this rambling. We're good to go. So hopefully that went through. Anyway, let's see what here. Travis, please, for the love of God, wear a master's jacket, Reef of Blues, New York. I'll Venmo you dinner if you do. Don't you guys want to tempt me on that? I'll order that son bitch right now. Okay. I get the patches though. Can I wear it with shorts? Would that be weird if I wear it with shorts? Fuck it, I'm gonna wear it with shorts. Because I wear shorts. No, I'm not. Okay, let me pull up my orders here. Is it in my cart? Oh, I'm gonna order some stuff from Whole Foods. Oh, here we go. Master's jacket. Okay. I'm gonna do a screenshot of this so you guys can see what I'm ordering without showing you all the stuff on my thing here. So shift, is it S? It is that. Give me a second. So okay, here we go. Okay, so we're gonna be using this one. This is what I'm gonna order right now. So it's shout out to Kayla for sending me this, by the way. So we're gonna order this master's jacket right now. I don't have any patches for it, but I'm gonna order it right now. It's gonna be here Sunday. So buy now. Okay. Okay. Ship to me. All right. And good to go. Okay. And it's loading. It's doing something. Place your order. Okay, cool. I ordered it and it will See you guys at Reefapalooza. Anyways, and I will give $100 to anybody else who orders it and shows up and walks around with me. And I'm not kidding. So, anyways, or at least I'll give you a shit ton of free coral, whatever you want. So yeah, there you guys go. There you go. I ordered it. Anyway, hey Travis, where would the best place to put the pH probe for the apex? I am currently in the section where my skimmer is. Is that good or just the drain pipe section? I would keep it in the skimmer section, anywhere where there's not a ton of bubbles. I know essentially, the skimmer section can be bubbly because it's just come from the skimmer, but you're going to get more in the return section or the drain section. So just keep it where it's kind of calm ish and just keep it there. It's fine. Okay. So yeah, anyway, I almost forgot a few months ago I was feeding my fish. I used a cup. I put the cup next to the identical cup. I didn't look which cup poured iced tea into my tank. Oh, that's okay. That's all right. We've done worse. It's all right. Yeah, I am going to New York. It's better than your stuff. Is this stream really going off the rails right now? I appreciate it, but yeah. Love the discount code. Yeah, I appreciate the support, guys. Like I was saying before, the discount codes are pretty much for just the people who watch the stream because you guys are here. You guys are supporting me either way by watching it, watching the ads if they so pop up, which I don't know if they are, but they may be. And then yeah, I don't share that out on any other media platform, and it's just for people who get this far in the stream. So that's it. I love my Peninsula. Best decision ever made. I am definitely getting one through and through. Next tank, the big tank's going to be the Peninsula. It has to be, especially being that big. It just has to be. Who keeps putting all this? We speak of the English around here, mother trucker. Andrea, can we block this joker? Like, does anybody know what that says? Let's all pretend it says empowering awesome things. I would block this bitch myself. Okay, good to go. Okay. Travis, have you tried breeding clownfish? If so, is it difficult? I have not tried it. A lot of people have been successful. They use rotifers, which is always good if you can make your own or grow your own of those. I have not done it, but it's not really that difficult from what I'm told. Yeah. It must cost a fortune to ship overseas. Coral would never ship overseas. It cannot. That's not legal for me to do that. But dry goods like 3D printing can definitely ship overseas. Oh, you already got it? Cool, Andrew. Sorry, he just popped up on my end, so I did it myself too. Not even the paperwork, yeah. Do you think having a secondary chamber for your geocalcium reactor is worth it? Yes. Also, what do you have your pH set at your reactor, and how do you have it set with your apex? Well, the reactor pH is controlled through the apex, so the apex keeps it dialed in. So when the pH goes up too high, it kicks on the CO2. I have it right now where it doesn't really kick on very much because it's always on. You can finally dial that in with the carbon doser, but I don't remember what my pH is, what it's set at now. Let me look. I did make some adjustments because I'm slowly transitioning over to I don't even have my screen up. Man, that's stupid. I'm slowly transitioning over to my calc reactor as my primary source of calcium alkalinity. So I gotta empty reagent. I gotta do that. So right now my pH is let me just get my carbon doser here. So I have it kicking on at 6.5 and turn off at 6.45. It really stays on the majority of the time. I mean, it does fluctuate a little bit. It just depends. But either way, I have it up higher than I usually have it because, again, I'm trying to stay with my calc reactor. That's kind of what I'm trying to focus on, for all the benefits of pH and stuff too. So, but yeah, secondary chamber is definitely worth it for sure. Helps gas off that CO2, makes the effluent a little bit higher pH. It's good. Make sure you QT QT those ick magnets. Yeah. If you're talking about the powder blue, yeah, you definitely got to QT a powder blue. I mean, as any fish, but yeah, they seem to be pretty obvious. Let's see what here. Oh, I was like, who the hell was that? I'm looking here. It put it up twice. Okay, I'm watching Fish and Hex to get my tank groove back. The only thing still alive is a fish in Zoip from Fish and Hex. Well, I don't know what happened, but hopefully you get back into it and keep going, man. A lot of us are, a lot of us have issues and we fall, but keep going. It's fine. Mm, 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 mm. Do your clownfish as stupid as mine, bro? Mine hangs out by the overflow 24/7. Nope. I have one that stays in the Goniapora. He sleeps in there, and then I have the other two that kind of just hang out in the back on top of a Monty. I don't know what they're doing back there, but no. I mean, I guess they go where they feel comfortable, essentially. So if that's where it feels comfortable and safe, then it's probably where it's going to be. Now need a Fish of Hex patch for the jacket. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get that made fast enough, but we'll see. Appreciate you pumping out my order so quickly after your surgery. Yeah, I there's still a few that I'm behind on today. I just wasn't able to get them out. Yeah, Monday's a big shipping day for me because I have the help. So, like I said, anything that comes in between quarter wise between now and Monday is pretty good. And then the 3D printing orders are pretty much caught up. I have several available printers, so that should be pretty quick too, depending on the size of the order. We're gonna go for a few more minutes, and I'm gonna head out because I was only supposed to do this for half an hour. Is there any typical nitrate level after coming out of a cycle that would be about one in ammonia? I'm near the ending cycle and only have 0.25 ammonia left in 903 and before. Okay, so just wait till the cycle is completely done. If you have any ammonia or you have any nitrites, just leave it alone. Just leave it alone. You're not going to get proper numbers on your nitrates until you get through that process completely. So don't put any fish in there. Don't put anything in there. Just wait. And it depends. It depends on other factors, but I mean, if you're in a good range, like 3 to 5 ppm of NO3 coming out of a cycle, that's good. I mean, it's good. I mean, if you're at like 20, that might be because your rock might be dirty, or you might have just had a ton of food in there or whatever. But yeah, I wouldn't touch it until you're good, until it's complete, until those two levels are off and you just have nitrates. Let me get through a couple more of these and head out. What's a good light to use for a 10-gallon QT tank? QT tank, you can use anything. Shit, you can use white light if you want to use white light. I don't know. Go get some cheap strip light from like Petco or off Amazon. One of those cheap little clip-on lights that have blue and white diodes. Use that. I mean, it's a QT tank. You don't need nothing. I know that I was using like little sticky LED strips, white LED strips for my QT tank. If you watch my QT setup, my rack system that I used to have, I just had white strips, LED strips. I mean, if you want to add some blue tint, go ahead. But yeah, you don't have to spend crap on that. Is going from one polyp to 18 in 2 years good growth for a frog spawn? Yeah, that's really good. That's really good. That's definitely good. Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, for sure. Besides coralline algae and corals, does anything else consume elk in the reef tank? Well, I mean, I don't know all the scientific stuff on this, and if I had the ability, I would definitely go to school for marine biology to learn all these technical questions. But I'm assuming that organisms in general are going to be using up that stuff. But to lay down skeletal structures, yeah, coralline algae and corals are the only things that I'm aware of that use that to build their skeletal structure. I'm sure there's other organisms that benefit from it, but I'm just guessing at this point. But anyways, yeah. So guys, we're done with the live stream. Thank you so much for the live stream. You're welcome. That's it, guys. Again, if you want to support the channel, check out the promo code. It's Fish Penis for 25% off. It's good until Saturday night at 11:30 p.m. And I appreciate you guys being here. I'm going to put the poll up now on what this month's giveaway should be for anybody who purchases anything this month. And then we'll put up next week's video so we can a reminder, right? So I'll see you guys later. And thanks for being here. Peace.